Well, hello and welcome back to the DD channel. I thought I'd point out how I, as an old guy, move these heavy things around in here, and particularly chucks and rotary tables. I stuck this, this is a 12-inch Bison forged steel chuck. And this thing is monstrously heavy. It's over 150 pounds. So to get that on there, I use a couple of fairly inexpensive lifting devices from Harbor Freight. And I'll show you what they are and how I use them. I'll take this loose here. Well, first off, let me get that cord untangled. Now, I like the chucks to run true. Let's see if we can get that somewhere where that indicator can read. These are a little hard to read under these circumstances, but I think you can see that this runs better than a 0.5 thousandths of an inch. And this chuck came on this lathe, and I haven't been using it much because I wanted to get these spindle bearings adjusted, and I was making lots of little parts and stuff on here, running the thing at the higher speeds as I slowly adjusted the bearings in. And this lathe has got two pairs of Timkins, which is kind of makes it a little harder to adjust because you have to adjust the front pair and the rear pair. Some lathes that just have two Timkin bearings, so will have only one adjusting nut. But I got this just running really great, and I grind the jaws on these. And this chuck came on this lathe, and it had about, I don't know, 35 thousandths run out just from the wear on the jaws. And in my videos here, I have a couple of videos of grinding jaws. I ground these jaws here, take the chuck apart and clean it and check it out. So I'll show you the device real quick that I use to grind the jaws, and that's this here. Now, this is an OEM kind of thing, and it was shown on an early educational or wartime film. I've looked for it on YouTube and haven't been able to find it. It's just 4 rings, a large outer ring, and then these inner rings here, and you take and slot them like this, see? Kind of beveled them a little bit on the inside there, but it doesn't have to be this fancy for it to work. So as you tighten the jaws, it's self-centering. See, all these will be about the same looseness. Then you go ahead and snug it in, and that loads the jaws. And it helps to load the jaws near the tips because it kind of holds the jaws back, and then they'll tend to grab a little more towards the tips, and that's kind of ideal. And then when you tighten it, the whole thing definitely levels itself out. But jaws tend to wear more at the tips, so you're better off starting with the jaws slightly contacting more at the tips. And you can move this back and forth a little bit to adjust that, but generally just close to the tips like that's really good. And this chuck runs within 1/1000th of an inch consistently. So I thought I'd show you just how that was. Now, okay, back to moving stuff here. Now, I use this is a Harbor Freight lift table, and I got it just enough room to slip in here. And in the last videos I was doing those Harley engine cases, which are down there. And now I need to remove that rotary table, which I think net weight's 150 pounds on that. Too much for me to lift at my age. And then I'm going to put this Gorton 15-inch rotary table back onto the jig board machine. I like that rotary table because it gives a lot of clamping options that I don't have on the regular machine table over there. And it helps, take some wear and tear off things. Okay, so I got these heavy chucks here. Here's the 12-inch Cushman 4-jaw. This thing's well over 100 pounds too. So what I do is you see how I have it on the little, moving dolly there. That works real good for these chucks, the small ones. And then I roll it onto this Harbor Freight motorcycle lift, which is better for chucks and stuff than motorcycles. You got to be careful with that. But I tell you what, it's very handy to lift these heavy-duty parts, for me anyway, to get them up on the machines. And like this lathe here does not have enough room for those crane-type devices. It's just, the bed's kind of short. It's only got about 36 inches total distance to work with. And I checked out those cranes, and they just don't work on here because it's too short. Cherry pickers don't have enough room in here either in these little one-car garage. So I thought I'd point out how I do that. So I'd roll that chuck onto that, then drop this one all the way down, and then use that motorcycle lift to get it to this height. And that way I don't have to lift those things because they're just really, really heavy. So I'm kind of shuffling stuff around here, and I'm going to keep that 12-inch 3-jaw on there and start using the heavier chucks on this machine. Then for the small parts, I'm going to go back over here to the Monarch 10EE. This place is a terrible disaster. I'm going to get it all cleared up, and I've got my radial drill to work on, and that old Harley engine, and some other stuff comes in and out. So I'll show some of that as I can. But I thought I'd point out that it's better to use these kinds of things than injure yourself. And I'm already lifting way more than the doctors told me I should, but I got to be careful with that. Okay, I thought I'd just point out how I do it in a one-car garage full of machines. Hey, have a good day, and I will be back. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, Chloe, let's go back up the hill. What do you got? Oh, the tail's wagging. Okay, let's go.